Getting to drive great cars and sharing them with as many people as possible is what we do here at the Audrain Museum Network. You need to watch all these videos. If you're not a subscriber, you need to become one right now. The channel is growing exponentially and you can be a part of it. Click that bell icon to be notified when we put up great new content. Don't miss one spectacular drive if you have to. Thanks. The C3 Corvette is probably among my favorites of the design of the Corvette, taken directly from the great Bill Mitchell Mako Shark concept. And one of the things that it gives is this amazing view over the hood with that wonderful bulge and those two sharp fender peaks. It's just absolutely amazing. And the 71 is among my favorites in the C3 because you have these very sharp lines with the thin, elegant bumpers before we had to get into the impact bumpers, which by the end of the C3 had transformed the look of the car. This is also a Corvette in one of my favorite colors, Goodwood Green. It's got a black interior, though I prefer Goodwood with tan, but nonetheless, it's still great. And of course, what's most important about a Corvette is the drive. And again, there's lots of things that people who are not Corvette people, I can't say I'm a Corvette person, but I do think that they're neat cars. People always go on about the build quality. This car is absolutely solid. The feeling at the wheel is incredible. You've got a lot of great road feel through this steering wheel. The response is amazing. And this engine just provides instant torque no matter what gear you're in. I'm in top gear now, and just a small press of the accelerator just gives me power. It's why people love Corvettes. And also the fact that Corvettes, perhaps not the LT-1 like I'm driving, are great touring cars as well. This might be a bit much on a long trip because the power is so aggressive. It's much like driving a 58 Corvette Fueling. Great car, amazing performance, but you have to be on it all the time, like a Ferrari Daytona. This is very much in that mode. It's an aggressive car. It rewards great inputs and is absolutely a hoot and a half.
You know, I'm proud the Audrain Museum has chosen JL's Car Care products as the official car care product of the Concours. You know, you're not supposed to use that in direct sunlight.
Yeah, but I'm working on my tan, Jay.
Okay, hard to get help.
There's also something about sitting in the cockpit of a Corvette, especially with the C2 and the C3s, is you get this wonderful feeling of being in some sort of a spaceship. The wonderful gauges. It's a great center console, binnacle. And these seats, which are surprisingly supportive for early 1970s sports car seats. The clutch is really heavy, which is great, and the clutch takeout point is high and immediate. I'd probably say the only slight disadvantage of this car, and it's my fault, not the car's fault, is that my rather wide size 12 feet can find the brake and clutch pedal at the same time too often. But perhaps I was wearing driving shoes, it might be a better thing. And it's a comfortable car to drive. It encourages you to drive as quickly as you can. The shifts are very short and sure. And it's all about the power. You know, there's always a discussion about the value for money that a Corvette offers. And much like Jaguar delivered much of, not all of, the driving experience of an Aston Martin at half the price, the Corvette also delivers a level of performance here that for its 1971 rivals, I don't think you could have absolutely matched. No way. But, you know, it's not all about value. It's about the experience. You don't enjoy driving a Corvette because you're getting a good deal. It's about the enjoyment that the car gives you. And of course, it's also a great sense of community. Corvette people are incredibly passionate, just like Porsche people and Ferrari people, but in a very communal way. Whether you've got a stock car or a modified car, the Corvette crowd always wants to talk and have a good time and drive their cars. And I think that's what it's all about. You don't see people that buy Corvettes and sock them away to keep them with 0 miles so that the next owner can enjoy some perfect artifact. They get out and drive them. That's what's so great. Now, having said that, the car I'm driving right now has very low mileage. A 1971 with just about 4,000 miles on it. Now, that certainly contributes to the feeling of newness, but it's also a car that's been driven. And I think that the more that the car is driven, the happier it gets. So I generally take a dim view of people who are one mark or one model focused, and I am not. But you can see why people get so passionately connected to Corvettes. And I think that a lot of people who don't consider themselves Corvette people should get behind the wheel of a good Corvette and experience it. I think it might change your opinion. Fun is wherever it can be found. And this LT-1 gives it in spades.